You know, it's been a while since we've dove into some of the best real estate related news that's hit headlines lately. And this past week, we start with celebrities swapping mansions and making millions of dollars in the process. We've got a mobster getting whacked by his son over a $45 million real estate portfolio. Kim Kardashian has, for some reason, listed a couple of her multi-million dollar homes for sale. And for the first time in a long time, now Naomi's name comes up again. So of course, we have to dive into that. I try to stay on top of everything that's going on out there in the real estate world. Let me know if you guys think that I missed anything or if there's anything that you'd like to see me cover next time. Let's jump into it. Jennifer Aniston just picked up a Mediterranean mansion from Oprah Winfrey for $14.8 million. And as far as I can tell, Oprah made out like a bandit on this deal. The home is located right up against the mountains in Montecito, but only a couple miles from the beach in Santa Barbara. It's not all that big at only 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and 4,320 square feet, meaning this place sold for a whopping $3,400 per square foot. And the house is sitting on a super private lot with woods surrounding the 1998 built home. Naturally, there's not much for photos of this place since this was an off-market deal, but based on where it's sitting on the side of the mountain, you know you've got mountain views behind the house and then ocean views out to the other side. With the purchase of this house, Jennifer Aniston is now neighbors with people like Ellen DeGeneres and Ariana Grande. This is a very ritzy part of Southern California. And what's interesting about this story is Oprah actually just scooped up this house about a year ago herself. She paid $10 million for the property at that time. Over the past year, she has now subdivided the lot into 2 separate parts. She sold one side to Aniston for $14.8 million. Then she sold the other half to her personal trainer for $2.3 million, which means that Oprah just made about $6.5 million on this deal in 1 year. Now that is how the rich get richer. In other news, this guy, Anthony Zatala, has been accused of hiring a hitman to have his 71-year-old father whacked in a McDonald's drive-thru back in 2018. And he allegedly shelled out $200,000 to have this job completed. Why the heck would somebody do this, you might ask? Well, that's all because Zatala was allegedly looking to seize and take control over his father's $45 million real estate portfolio. It all went down at this McDonald's drive-thru location in the Claremont region of the Bronx, where Sylvester Zatala was ordering a cup of coffee. But before he made it to the other end of the drive-thru, a gang member named Bushan Shelton ran up to his car and completed the job. This father was a bit of a real estate tycoon by all reports. He owned almost 100 properties valued at around $45 million, generating $1 million per year in rental cash flow. It turns out that this was not the first time, though, that Anthony Zatala made such a psychotic move to try to take this fortune away from his family. Back in 2017, the father was ambushed by a masked gunman but survived. And then just 1 month later, he was attacked at his home in a staged home invasion. Trial is pending for Anthony Zatala as we speak, but the good news is that if he's convicted, it looks like the courts are going to go down pretty hard on him, and there will be no chance of him ever touching his family's fortune. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, just donated a $55 million Beverly Hills estate, and chances are this won't be the last time she gives away a huge sum of money like this, because following her divorce, Mackenzie committed to donating at least half of her estimated $38 billion net worth over the course of her lifetime. Mackenzie was awarded this Beverly Hills estate during the divorce with Jeff Bezos. It was 2 separate parcels that she and Jeff bought for a combined $37 million, but the real estate market has been really strong in Beverly Hills since they bought it, and now that $37 million investment is valued at around $55 million. It's not clear what the Bezos plans were with these homes. There were 2 of them, both hacienda style and sitting at around 16,000 square feet of total living space. But from what I read, Mackenzie doesn't spend a whole lot of time in this part of LA anymore, so it only makes sense for her to thin out her real estate holdings in this region. The properties were donated to a group called the California Community Foundation, and according to a statement from the foundation, they plan to sell these properties and then use the sale proceeds to provide grants and loans to developers to build affordable affordable housing across the Los Angeles region. Very nice gesture on Mackenzie's part, but since the foundation plans to sell the estate anyway, it probably would have been easier, at least on the foundation, if she just gave them $55 million. That way they didn't have to deal with the headache of a sale. But since appreciated assets and property are usually tax deductible at market value, something tells me that donating the Beverly Hills homes versus just donating cash means for a better tax deduction. All that being said, I'm not a CPA. What do I know? Moving along, we've got not one, but two multi-million-dollar properties in California that have been recently listed for sale by reality TV star Kim Kardashian. First, we'll take a look at the Calabasas condo that she's asking $3.5 million for. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I think that she did a pretty awesome job with the interiors on this place. So the home is located at 23500 Park Sorrento in Calabasas, California. Kim originally picked this place up in 2017 for $1.6 million before hiring the architect Vincent Van Duysen to help her totally remodel the place. It's a small property in comparison to the other real estate that she owns at 2,260 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. And I'm just going to slowly flip through some of these photos as I read the listing highlights. You'll be able to tell right away this condo is very minimalistic and very unique. They're calling it a monastery style flat with unified design and organic materials. There's European oak flooring throughout with custom plaster walls, ceilings, and cabinetry. Every piece of furniture, drapes, chandelier is all custom designed by the architect. And I think that my favorite part about this place is the bathroom sink. I've never seen a sink like this before. So check it out. I'm pretty sure that this is an entire countertop that just has a small hole in the center. Maybe it's an optical illusion or something, but I think this is the weirdest sink that I've ever seen, and I'm not sure how it's functional. It sure seems like you'd get water all over the floor when you're using it. The other property that Kim Kardashian just put up for sale is in Hidden Hills, and on this one, she's asking $5.3 million. Records show that she scooped it up for $2.975 million just 3 years ago. This house Kim hasn't owned for very long. I think it was a fixer-upper house when she first bought it because history has shown that Kim and Kanye love to fix up old ugly houses. And based on the photos, I'm assuming they never got around to fixing this place up. The home has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, about 3,900 square feet of living space. The property also includes a 4-stall horse barn, a corral, and basically everything you'd need on a horse property, although I don't think that she owned any horses while she owned this place. If Kim gets her asking price on both of these properties that she just put up for sale, she stands to make a profit of around $3 million in just a few short years. Last story on our list today is where Naomi's name comes up again. I'm not gonna lie, this story is about 3 weeks old, but I never got around to talking about it here on the channel, so here you go. It turns out that Naomi's ex-wife Yvonne had a home up for sale in Bel Air since September of 2021. She started asking $30 million for the property before later dropping the price down to $28 million. She lived at the house since 2016, but the Real Deal reported that a notice of trustees sale was filed in July on this property, meaning that at the same time Naomi was dealing with issues at his project The One, Yvonne also was falling behind on her payments over here at this property. Anyways, the home is actually really nice. It's not my style, but it's really well done. It's got 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, about 12,000 square feet of living space, and the listing description calls it a timeless 1930s Georgian estate reimagined with contemporary sophistication. It has soaring hedges leading to a gated motor court, and inside the house has original molding, colonial windows, mirrored walls, and it features a library, a show kitchen, a family wing, a guest suite, a media lounge, a gym, and a scenic backyard. Thankfully, this house did end up selling last month for $27 million, so not all that far off from Naomi's original asking price. And who knows where Yvonne is at now, but it's really none of our business. According to her private Instagram bio, she is currently the owner of a clothing company and a tequila brand. If you enjoyed the episode today, guys, hit that thumbs up button down below or leave a comment before you go. That really helps the channel out a lot. But that's all I've got for you guys this time. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, see ya.